Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are going to do a real quick analysis on XCN's price chart and see what is going on. And if you remember the last time that we talked about Onyx, we were somewhere around these areas. And I was like, well, okay, if you really want to force a bullish structure in here, I guess your only shot at finding a bullish scenario is if you say maybe this is 5 wave up into 1 followed by an ABC expanded flat into wave 2, and we said it specifically in the previous video as well. We said you have to see a rather strong move on the upside in order to take this high and go probably quite a bit higher, and at that point, okay, fair enough, we can be maybe a bit more optimistic. But as long as we are not having that, we said we need to be a bit patient, and unfortunately what we expected according to our bearish scenario played out, and our move down unfortunately continued. Now, something interesting actually happened recently in Onyx, and if I just go on H4 time frame, there we go. So as you can see, for so long in XCN, we were moving within this beautiful descending channel. Every single time that we were reaching to about the lower band of the channel, we were getting a bounce, move down, bounce, move down, bounce, move on the downside in order to get to about the lower band of the channel. And what happened recently? It seems like that we want to actually have a break of the channel, but I'm gonna say this isn't necessarily confirmed yet. Why is that? Because if you want to say that this channel is broken, you need to see an initial move under the lower band of the channel, followed by a pullback, and then a continuation of the move down in order to take this important low. Now, you might say, well, okay, isn't this our initial move down? The answer, absolutely yes. But here's the deal. Right now, we don't really have that pullback and continuation phase. So let's just be a bit more patient and see, are we going to actually get a rejection from this area? And based on at least what we are having in H4 time frame, which is essentially a shooting star candle in here, well, I think it is fair to say that things do not necessarily look optimistic, at least in the short term in XCN. Like, do not get me wrong, every single time that we are having a move down, I'm just buying a little bit of XCN because I do think that market maker at one point is going to show up, and I'll be honest with you, I just don't know when. Now, in case you don't know what am I talking about, I think you need to check out maybe 4 videos back. Basically, we were talking about these insane moves on the upside followed by a move down, and specifically in the short term, we were saying, well, okay, every single time that in XCN we are getting a move up, it actually happens rather quickly, and followed by that we are getting immediately a move on the downside as well. For example, here is one instance from here to about this point. This is about like a 25% move up, but what happened next? Immediate move down. What happened in here? About a 20% jump followed by an immediate move on the downside. Quick move up, quick move down, quick move up, quick move down. Very quick move on the upside, very strong move down. Even you can say this is a quick move down followed by a rather immediate bounce back. And usually during these moves, we do actually hit a lot of stop losses. So that's why we specifically said, although I do think that XCN is going to go down, it's not necessarily a great chart to go short with, because this is actually, in my view, at least market maker behavior. And also, I'm going to say one very important reason for why we saw such a massive bounce in Onyx. Let's just measure it real quick from this point to about this high. As you can see, one reason for why we got like a 20x move on the upside in about, as you can see, only 30 days, I do think is also because of that market maker. You see, the market maker, it seems like that in short term actually starts to pump the coin a little bit, but then when we get to in here, a lot of people are going to also open some long positions, and that's exactly when the market maker actually starts to sell. And that's exactly why, in my view, you are seeing such big moves on the downside immediately after a short-term pump. The market maker essentially is making quite a good bit of money off of those people who are short-term trend chasers, and that's why I do not believe that XCN's chart is good for trading. However, on the other hand, based on what we are having in here, which is kind of a slow and choppy move down, I'm willing to say overall bears are not necessarily that strong, and at one point when bulls are going to take charge and also that market maker is going to show up, I'm willing to bet that we are going to see some insane moves on the upside. And for instance, if you believe maybe this area is going to be your target for XCN, and we are right in here. Well, okay, you can say we're going to get a move down, but the bounce back from this level, because of the situation that we talked about earlier, might be so strong and fast that could essentially make you lose the absolute lows, and you're going to get in at like way higher prices, and that's really not ideal. And it is exactly why, as we go down in XCN, step by step, I'm just buying a little bit. Like, do not get me wrong, XCN is by no means one of my top holdings. So, you know, I'm just buying like very small amounts of the token, because I do think when we get a move up, it is going to happen so fast that probably a lot of us are going to be surprised. And I'm not really a stupid. I don't really want to bet on myself catching the absolute lows. Usually, I'm not really that good, so I'm just buying a little bit as we go down and down and down. Now, here's a very important point. If we end up having a pullback and then you see a continuation of the move down in order to take the lows, which is essentially my base case, at that point, what you have to argue that, you know what, this channel is broken, and the next target, I think basically there isn't going to be any more next target, but this important support right in here between 0.23 to about 0.36 of a cent. So you have to basically argue, yeah, you know what, our move down in XCN is going to continue for another, let's just measure it in here. There we go. Excuse me, what just happened? Let's say for another, maybe unfortunately 40 to even 50%. So right now I'm trying to prepare your mind, so in case this scenario plays out, you're not really going to be surprised at all. And please do not really invest on projects with like relatively small market caps with a whole lot of your money. Okay, that probably is not going to end up well for you. But if you want to risk it a little bit and maybe buy in a small amount, okay, do your due diligence. If you feel okay about it, I guess it's fine. Now, let's check out some indicators and then wrap up today's update, because I am really late for a meeting, unfortunately. Okay, so in MACD, we are still having this sell signal, and in stock RSI, essentially, if I just do this, yep, this is literally, as you can see by the numbers on the top left, the zero line, meaning we are like way overdue for a bounce, and bears are actually running out of steam. But if you want to be bullish in XCN with a bit more confidence, again, you just have to be a bit more patient in my view and see, are we actually going to get a buy signal? And at the same time, when we are having that signal, are we going to get back above this important lower band of our channel, which right now is about, let's say, half a cent area? If we do that, I guess it can be an optimistic sign, but right now we are definitely not seeing bullish signs, at least yet. Now, in daily time frame, well, okay, the story I guess can be a little bit different, since in here we are having a candlestick pattern called hammer, and that usually marks some sort of a local low. But in order for us to say, yeah, you know what, maybe this is going to be like a midterm low, who knows, maybe even if we are lucky, our final low, we have to see another move up in order to get back above this level. And your ultimate bullish sign, I think, can be taking the previous major pivot high, which is in here about 0.73 of a cent. As long as we are not doing this, I think your base case right now at least shouldn't be the bullish one. Your base case, in my view, should be having in here a continuation of the move down for another 30, 40, if we are not lucky, 50%. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in XCN's chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.